A few weeks back, we did a speed test with the Galaxy Note 9 and the iPhone XS Max, where the XS Max was able to beat the Note 9 by a pretty good margin. So today, we're gonna be running another speed test, but this time with Apple's new budget iPhone and the iPhone XR to see if Apple can get a clean sweep over Samsung in 2018. Taking a look at the spec sheet, the iPhone XR comes in at a price of $750, which buys you the same A12 Bionic chip that we saw on the iPhone XS, but where it's limited is it comes with just 3GB of RAM instead of 4. The Note 9 on the other hand comes in at a hefty $1,250 price point, which gets you the Snapdragon 845, 512GB of storage, and a whopping 8GB of RAM. So the question is, will the new A12 Bionic chip and iOS 12 be enough for the iPhone XR to overcome its seemingly limited RAM, or will the Note 9's 8GB of RAM be just too much for the iPhone to handle? Let's find out. With the power in your smartphone and Wix artificial design intelligence, you can build a website right on your phone in just minutes. No robot required. Big thanks to Wix for sponsoring this video, where with their AI, building a site on your phone is as simple as answering a few questions, uploading some photos, and picking a theme that best matches your style. Or if you want more fine control, you can use the drag and drop editor on your computer like I did to get everything looking just the way you want. Either way, you can start your own website for free at the link below. Alright, you know the drill. We'll kick things off by starting the stopwatches on each phone and then popping into Facebook, where the Note 9 is able to get the step over the iPhone as both phones start working on Starbucks, with the iPhone finishing the app first as both phones began working on Word, where each will have to load the same 500-page document. Once again, the iPhone XR finishes the app first, already moving on to Excel, with the Note 9 falling just a half step behind. But with the iPhone also finishing Excel at a faster rate, it's able to improve on its lead heading into the second row, quickly snapping that selfie and now editing the selfie here in Snapseed by adding a filter and exporting the image out to storage. As the Note 9 works on completing the same task, the iPhone moves on to Premiere, where both phones will have to export the same 3-second clip. The iPhone XR is able to just rip through the export and move on to the browser test, while the Note 9 is just getting started with the export, where it looks like it's taking significantly longer to do so, allowing the iPhone to gain its biggest lead as it finishes up with the first game and starts working on the second, while the Note 9 is only falling further behind, stuttering in the browser test. The Note 9 is finally able to join the iPhone in the gaming row, where it takes significantly longer to load and start Subway Surfers, allowing the iPhone to pull a full app ahead as the Note 9 moves on to flip diving, while the iPhone starts working on Bullet Force. So things aren't looking so good for the Note 9. Of course, we were kind of expecting things to go this way given what we've seen in our previous tests with the iPhone XS. So the big question here isn't whether or not the iPhone XR will complete this first lap faster. I think that's obvious at this point, but the real question is, can it finish the first lap with enough of a margin where it can hold on to its lead in the second lap, where the iPhone XR's 3GB of RAM might prove to be insufficient. So it'll be interesting to see what happens in the second lap, which the iPhone is about to enter as it finishes up with Amazon and clocks in a time of 1 minute and 51 seconds, while the Galaxy Note 9 is finishing up with ESPN and starts working on Netflix. So a nice little cushion that the iPhone was able to build for itself. Let's see if it could hold on to its lead as we move back through the gaming row, where the XR is able to keep flip diving open and it's able to keep Subway Surfers open, something that the iPhone X was never able to do with 3GB of RAM. However, the iPhone does fail to keep Premiere open, opening the door for the Note 9 to make a comeback, with it just racing through this second lap after finishing the first lap with a time of 2 minutes and 5 seconds. The iPhone wasn't able to keep the camera open and ready to go, but it does keep both Excel and Word open, and it even keeps Starbucks open, but it fails at keeping Facebook open, allowing the Note 9 and its 8GB of RAM to sneak up behind it and match its total time of 2 minutes and 38 seconds, making this speed test a tie. For the updated speed test rankings with all the other phones that we've tested, check out our website at the link below, which we created with our sponsor Wix's easy-to-use drag and drop editor. Anyways, that is it for me in this video. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the very next episode.